Hey guys, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I said I'd be making this video. It's kind of a day or two late now, but here it is. Anyway, I was at the Edmonton Expo this weekend, and I saw some people, I got some autographs, I got some things, I bought some things. So, I'll try and condense this down as best I can because, 2 days worth of goings on. So, anyway, got my badge, got my bracelet, got my badge for the weekend because I went all weekend, because you could either do Saturday, Sunday, or all weekend. Anyway, I took my nephew to see this, or to go to this. I'd never been to one before, so I wasn't sure how to, approach it or know what I was getting into. Because it was the first day, we ended up in a line that took roughly 30 or so minutes just because everybody needed to get their badges. Once that was done, we went in. I think by the time we did that, it was 11:15, 11:20. So we had missed the first signing. So we basically spent the first however long up until about 2:30 just looking at stuff. And my God, there was a lot of things to look at. Like I said, I've never been to one of these. I didn't know what kind of space they were using. I don't recall ever being to the Edmonton Expo Center. So I wasn't sure about the space that they had for everything, but there was a lot of really cool things there. Like a lot of the kind of things I'd have to look on the internet to find, especially when it comes to the Transformers. The art that people made was pretty awesome. I bought some, or I bought one piece to get signed, which I'll talk about in a bit. Anyway, how I heard about this, because apparently this is the second year they've done this. Andrea Littman was on Twitter, and I follow her on Twitter, and she said, probably a month ago, I'm going to be there. And I wrote back and I said, is it odd that I only just found out this is even a thing? Because I knew they were in Calgary. And then she wrote back and said, you should come check it out. So I did. So I knew that I wanted to meet up with her at one point, get a signing done. So before the signings happened, we were looking around, and I thought I'd get something to get signed from her. And I went past the art, and I saw some really nice artwork that I wanted to perhaps pick up, but it was a little early. So I walked around, and I figured in case those sold out because they're really good pieces, I would get. I found one of these, and I thought, if anything else, I can maybe get her to sign this for me. And so anyway, I got one of those at random. I got this for my Doctor Who loving sister. Whether she actually wants it or not, I don't know. But I picked it up just for kicks, in case she did want it. Anyway, so yeah, so I did that, grabbed some lunch, came back, looked at the art. It was still there. So now what I'm going to do, because it's kind of a semi-big piece, I'm going to just pick up the camera and I'll pan through what I have. So half a tick. Now, this is what, I'll keep those out of the shot for a second. This is what I have. Originally, they were selling these each individually per character. And while I was trying to decide which to get on the end there, the lady said, well, we have one of these with everybody spliced together. So I picked up this. And so I went up to her, and because it was early 2:30, I managed to just walk right up because I guess everybody was looking to meet everybody else on the other side of the room. So there was no line. So I told her about what I just said about coming out, and she said, how do you like it? And I thought it was fun, and so she signed it there for me on the end. And then she said, are you going to go see Tabitha? I said, well, if I see her. And she's like, well, she's right across from me. And again, there was no line because it was early. So I went over to see her and basically kind of said the same thing to her about how it's my first time. And then she signed there on the end for me. And I'm really hoping maybe, possibly someday, it would be awesome if I could get Ashley and Tara to also sign this to kind of finish it off. But anyway, moving on. Also, when I got this signed from Tabitha, she also threw in this piece here. I'll get to those other two in a second, which was personalized, unlike the photo itself. She didn't personalize that. So there was that. That was day one. Okay, I'll speed this up because, well, actually no, we'll do it this way. Have a second. There's more to talk about. There's more pictures, but we'll get to that. Anyway, that was the first day. There wasn't much going on the first day. By the time we finished that, we had kind of said, okay, we'll come back tomorrow with a game plan. And so we did that. Second day, we were still a little late getting in, but not as bad. So, we got in probably 10:30, 11 again, somewhere in there. And I had originally wanted to go talk to Ron Perlman, who was there. Wanted to get his autograph for my mom, who is a big fan of his. But what I didn't know is, because there was a signing, a panel, and it turned out it was two autograph sessions, not autograph, sorry, picture sessions, which I thought was actually an autograph session. So we missed out on that, but I got to go see the panel, which was actually really cool. Sorry. And so we did that, got out, looked at more things again. After that, we went to another panel, which was, half a second. Whoa, half a second. This looks a little zoomed into me. There we go. So we saw another panel which was on lettering in comic books, which actually was much more impressive than I thought it was going to be, and I even asked a question on that. Anyway, after that, we went back, and while my nephew was out looking at comic books and art and stuff, I went to go see Christopher Lloyd, and we'll get back to this piece here. So yes, I got his autograph. I got to have my couple of minutes with him, talk to him a bit. Thing was, I don't recall if or where it said what the prices on things were. So I went and I got up to the front of the line, and then they said, "Oh, it's $70 to get his autograph." And unfortunately, they weren't personalizing them because I was hoping to get it from my sister. But I was at the front of the line. I just happened to have exactly 70, and I thought, you know what, why not? Because at the very least, I wanted to talk to him. So I'm going to hand this off to my sister next time she's out, and I know she's going to enjoy it. And yeah, so I went up and I talked about how I enjoyed watching Taxi back in the day with my granda when he used to come out from Ontario to visit us when we were kids, because everybody in my family lived out there, or kind of still does anyway. So we did that. Sorry. All right. Finally cleared my throat out. That was around noon, and then around 2:30 or so, Andre was doing another signing, and I figured because I didn't think I'd ever actually really see her again after this, you know, what are the likelihood of it, I figured why not go see her again, and just say hi again, and I got another autograph offer from the 8x10 she had sitting out. And I told her that I put up a shot of the poster that she signed, her and Tabitha, on my Twitter, and she's like, how did that go off? Or what did people say? And I said, well, people don't really know of me on there, so they're kind of, most everybody on there either promotes themselves or really doesn't use it all that much. Anyway, so, have a sec. Well, gotta get the hang of this. There we go. Anyway, that was pretty much the end of the day. My nephew, after that, because the place closed at 5, and it was already going on for 3, I think, at that point, or maybe even 4. My nephew went to see, I don't know the actor's name, he was Colonel Shepard on Stargate Atlantis. He went to see him, got his autograph. That was pretty cool. I didn't. I was pretty much out of money at that point. But after that, we called it a day and went our separate ways, and here I am. And so yeah, anyway, in closing, it was fun. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of people cosplaying there, which I kind of expected. Some of them were really cool, some of them were good, I guess, I don't know. So that was fun, just getting to mingle and see things, you know, I thought I'd never see. But they say it's second annual. If they're doing it again next year, I'll probably go, of course. It's only more or less down the road from where I am anyway. So anyway, well, not quite down the road. It's down the road in a bit, put it that way. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's pretty much all I have here. Or that is all I have. And I'm sure this video's gone on long enough, and really should have had a drink of water or something before I started this. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, hope you liked it, and in closing, I will see you next video, whatever it may be. Alright, thanks guys. Later.